Hello, and welcome to GPU Tester. Today, we're comparing the RX 6600 XT, RTX 3060 Ti, and RTX 2080 Super across 12 popular games at 1080p. This video is for current GPU users, those thinking about upgrading, or anyone wanting to see how these older GPUs hold up in 2025. If you're considering budget options or just curious about value for money, this comparison will help you understand the performance you can expect. Our test PC specs are on screen. Let's get started with the benchmarks. First up, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. For Marvel's Spider-Man 2, I've used the exact same settings on all three GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, the RX 6600 XT delivers an average FPS of around 40. While the RTX 3060 Ti gives us an average FPS of 64. And the RTX 2080 Super provides an average FPS of 57. The 3060 Ti clearly leads here, followed by the 2080 Super. While the RX 6600 XT struggles in this demanding title. Let's check out the gameplay performance now.
Excuse me?
Next, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. For Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, I've used the exact same settings on all three GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, the RX 6600 XT delivers around 19 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti gives 66 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super provides 41 FPS. This game heavily favors newer NVIDIA GPUs, and the 3060 Ti dominates. While the 2080 Super performs decently but noticeably lower, and the RX card is almost unplayable. Now, let's dive into the performance comparison. Now, Horizon Forbidden West. For Horizon Forbidden West, I've used the exact same settings on all three GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution, the RX 6600 XT gives about 55 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti delivers 68 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super comes in slightly behind at 65 FPS. All GPUs offer smooth gameplay, with the 3060 Ti offering a small lead. The RX card holds up surprisingly well considering its cost. Let's take a closer look at the benchmarks. Next up, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. For Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, I've used the exact same settings on all three GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution, the RX 6600 XT provides around 44 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti gives 51 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super offers 48 FPS. The 3060 Ti leads once again, with the 2080 Super slightly behind. While the RX 6600 XT trails, but all three cards struggle to maintain 60 FPS. Watch the benchmarks to see the difference in performance.
He will kill you. He will. Stop. Don't let him see you. Be careful.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is next. For Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I've used the exact same settings on all three GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution, the RX 6600 XT achieves 101 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti gives 92 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super delivers 83 FPS. Here, the RX 6600 XT takes the lead, followed by the 3060 Ti, while the 2080 Super shows lower results in this game. Check out the side-by-side benchmarks for more details.
They'll know we're here soon. Be ready. Alawi's in a black truck. Clear the road. Let's find him fast.
Copy, black truck.
Next, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. For Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I've used the exact same settings on all 3 GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution, the RX 6600 XT delivers 112 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti gives 97 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super provides 92 FPS. The RX card leads by a clear margin, while the 3060 Ti and 2080 Super are close, with the latter slightly behind. Let's move on to the performance comparison now.
On your six.
Next up, God of War Ragnarok. For God of War Ragnarok, I've used the exact same settings on all 3 GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution, the RX 6600 XT delivers 59 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti gives 85 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super offers 79 FPS. The 3060 Ti takes the lead again, with the 2080 Super not far behind. While the RX card still delivers playable performance, but with some compromises. Watch the benchmark footage to see the difference.
I'm not giving up on him. Hear that?
Yes.
Is it hurt?
Next, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. For Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, I've used the exact same settings on all 3 GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution, the RX 6600 XT delivers 69 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti gives 70 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super provides 69 FPS. Performance is nearly identical across all 3 GPUs here, making this game very well optimized and GPU friendly. Let's see the benchmarks for a clearer comparison.
Alpha! I'm moving to the crash site! Do you read?
Any sign of the commander? Negative. No contact since the crash.
I'm here, damn it!
Kelstras, you have command. What are your orders? We proceed as planned.
Next up, Black Myth Wukong. For Black Myth Wukong, I've used the exact same settings on all 3 GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution, the RX 6600 XT achieves 31 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti gives 40 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super delivers 37 FPS. This is a demanding title for all cards, with the 3060 Ti ahead, and the 2080 Super slightly outperforming the RX card. Let's check out the performance benchmarks for a better look. Next, The Last of Us Part 1. For The Last of Us Part 1, I've used the exact same settings on all 3 GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution, the RX 6600 XT gives 45 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti delivers 52 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super provides 44 FPS. The 3060 Ti wins here comfortably. while the RX and the 2080 Super are nearly tied in terms of performance. Let's move on to the benchmark comparison now. Next up, Cyberpunk 2077. For Cyberpunk 2077, I've used the exact same settings on all three GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution, the RX 6600 XT achieves 75 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti gives 85 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super offers 90 FPS. The 2080 Super finally takes the top spot here, offering the smoothest gameplay, followed closely by the 3060 Ti. Let's compare the benchmarks side by side. Finally, Red Dead Redemption 2. For Red Dead Redemption 2, I've used the exact same settings on all three GPUs, and you can see them on the screen now. At 1080p resolution, the RX 6600 XT delivers 64 FPS. The RTX 3060 Ti gives 75 FPS. And the RTX 2080 Super provides 67 FPS. The 3060 Ti stays ahead, with the 2080 Super close behind, while the RX still manages good performance for its tier. Let's take a final look at the comparison results.
Yeah.